Good morning everybody, hope you guys have been well. Part 2 of the Flatlander episode 1, hammock camping at Nkwe, for you guys who missed the first part. So it's been a quick, bit of a rainy morning actually. We had a little bit of drizzle, so everything's wet, but it's still fine. It's actually not that bad. I slept through it. I was covered in the tarp nicely. But I'll get into the talking about the hammock camping last night. But yeah, since I said goodnight last night, I just made a fire. While I sat by the fire, I just made it bigger, burned the last of the firewood. Then I went around and I tried some nightscaping photography of the car and the light and one of the moon. I missed the Bethlehem star the other day. We had clouds in my area, but there was a nice ring around the moon last night, so I tried to capture that. I'll show photographs in the video. You will probably have seen it in the introduction of the part 1 video. But this little tarp from campground, the 2x2, this thin little cheap tarp actually held up quite nice, and the waterproofing on it was really good. Let me quickly take you guys to the hammock. And it was the first time I actually did hammock camping and slept in a hammock like this last night. So my DIY made tarp, the 3x3 meter, worked really nice, so it's a good cover. But this is the hammock from Decathlon, the one-man Quencha hammock, which is quite nice. But the first thing I would have done on this hammock was to actually put a mosquito net. Now, as I checked on the internet and when I was in store, they don't make hammocks with a mosquito net. So I had one of those UV mosquito zapper thingies on the car some distance away, which looks like it helped, but there was still an opening on the inside. Now, I wonder if I can show you guys this. So quite nice, but yeah, the bugs still came in there. Well, especially if you have your cell phone and you're just trying to keep busy before you go to bed or whatever, and it still draw the attention of the bugs and the mosquitoes. So if I was Decathlon, I would really think about adding a mosquito net, but the hammock is quite cheap. It's like 230 rand, so it's quite cheap. So if you've got some skills with a needle or with a sewing machine, just sew on a zip or a mosquito net yourself, which is probably what I'm going to do, or ask somebody to do that for me. So for those who are claustrophobic, I am not, but I wouldn't recommend hammock camping because the material flaps around you, so your shoulders and everything gets tight. So you need to turn it. So some people like their space while they're sleeping. I actually sleep like a stick, so I sleep straight. But yeah, for someone that's claustrophobic, it's not a good idea. But the worst thing about this whole bloody hammock camping is, I mean, you don't sleep with your boots or shoes on. So I would recommend having a quick slip-on pair of shoes, like flip-flops or Crocs or whatever, to hang there or whatever. Because if you need to go through the night, you need to climb out. Then you need to walk wherever you are, what are you going doing, and then you're coming back, and like, yeah, there was dough all over the grass. It was wet, and there's still sand, if you guys can see that. So now you need to climb with your dirty feet back in the hammock and in the sleeping bag. So I actually just kept my socks. I walked around, put my socks on, climbed back into the sleeping bag. And that's another thing that was actually really a pain in the backside, is once you actually climb into the hammock, to get into your sleeping bag again, I mean, now you need to squabble and get into the sleeping bag. And I would recommend tucking in your t-shirt or whatever you're sleeping with, because once you're trying to get that hammock all over your body upwards, your t-shirt keeps pulling up, and then you're going to swing around. So it takes a bit of experience and a while to get used to that. But I would really actually recommend for everyone what you should do is actually put a ridge line from the car all the way down here to where it is. Now I don't, I just actually added the top straight to the car and to the tree, because then you can actually hang your light, or you can hang your boots on a carabiner or whatever. So I actually had my boots close to the car, but with the little bit of drizzle and rain coming down, it still got a little bit wet, but luckily I put my boots upside down and it's leather, so they were quite fine. So I would really recommend getting a second pair of something like a flip-flop or croc, whatever, to just put on there. But it was a quite nice evening. It's not a lot of maneuverability, but I can sleep like that, I'm fine. And mosquito, and because the material goes so close to your body, it's not like you can go around slapping everywhere. But I did sleep with my bath on, as I always do on every camp and sleep what I do, but it was fine. It's not that bad. I did put a lot of bug spray, but that didn't seem to help. So luckily I wasn't bitten. I think I woke up about 3 times with a mosquito around. So I've been just having a nice mosquito net over it. You can buy one of those mosquito nets and hang it from the ridge line all over, but that's just a lot of admin and a lot of freaking extra stuff. It's too much work. So just just buy a hammock with a mosquito net, or just put a mosquito net on the hammock yourself. And I actually slept absolutely bollocks. Not because it was uncomfortable, I actually slept quite comfortable. And the pillow actually worked with my neck. I thought I would have a sore neck today, but actually it's fine. It actually felt better than I usually sleep. But oh, it was nice. It was really not too bad. It's just the maneuverability and the self-light and the lights and the mosquitoes. Good experience. Will I do it every time? No. Like I said, I'm gonna get a trailer and I'll convert the car inside sleeping and camping. But just for videos and for adventure once in a while, was really nice. Oh, the reason I slept so crap was I fell asleep about 10:30 about so, and I woke up about 12:30. So I slept for 2 hours and then I woke up, and I couldn't sleep. So I lied awake until about 3 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock, like really in the morning hours. So I didn't really get a lot of rest, so that was bollocks. But luckily for me, the neighbors went to bed quite early as well, so I had to be really quiet and stealthy. And on the side of the caravan camping, everybody there was like pretty much senior citizens. I'm not allowed to say old people, but they're seniors, so they all went to bed early. Like I went to the loo about 9 o'clock and it was quiet like a ghost town. And I actually went for a shower. No, I just went for a shower actually now and last night as well. And the bathrooms was clean here at Nkwe. The showers was nice. There was hot water today and last night. I like showering late in the evening, because usually when the early birds go shower early, and still gives the geezers or whatever time to heat up, and it's usually just quiet. There's no one around. So I had a nice wash now, and earlier last night. Really nice, clean place, quiet, and there was an owl howling at the back, but like really here, like not even 50 meters away. Quite nice, which you don't hear in town. And there was 1 or 2 airplanes. No cars, no music, no sound, nothing. Really just peace and quiet. And yeah, the tranquility of the African bush. I've been doing quite of a hike today. I actually had really nothing to do, so I've been climbing here over the koppies and the hills and the mountains. Actually behind me is a piece of land farm we play airsoft on. We usually do our night ops, which is about the 22-hour morning till the next airsoft games. You can check them out, Koff Airsoft on Facebook. I'll tag them and put a link in the description. But yeah, we are usually on that koppie over there, which is where I want to go. But here where I am, absolutely beautiful, guys. Look at the beautiful landscape. But I want to go to those gorges over there. But for now, I'm just quickly going to have lunch, energy bar, peanuts, fruit roll, because I'm hungry and it's hot. Hell. I don't think I'm going to go swim today. I'll see how it goes. I really don't want to go swim. But I'm going to sit now while I'm eating, have some quiet time. It's been an age-old tradition of me, ever since I was a kid. We used to go on that youth camps at school. We used to call it field school. I don't know what you call it. It's more or less the same as the Boy Scouts, I guess. But you go to school and youth camps and everything like that. I always go out and I have some quiet time with me and the Almighty Father in heaven. No, just a prayer, get some things off my chest, which is my quiet time. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. I might go back to camp just to rest a little bit, but I have to go back and charge all the things. Something just growled at me, like right next to me. Well, not 10 meters. It won't be a baboon. Baboons usually run unless it's the alpha male. When I guess it should be probably not a warlock or something, but it didn't sound friendly, so I'm definitely getting out of here, going back to camp. But I'd rather just leave and evacuate instead of staying, fighting, shooting something. So I'm just gonna be the better man, walk away. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this video short. I don't know if you guys can see that at the back, the camera is exposing for me now, but there's thunder and rain coming in the background. I was actually down by the waterhole. I took another gorge jump, but my ears are still buzzing from that. So this day turned out different than what I actually expected, but yeah, I made a nice video. I went on the right side of the ravine, some hiking and all that. I'm just going to sit in the hammock for a while and actually enjoy myself. Let me just get into this thing. It's difficult with one hand, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, alright, here we go. I'm in the hammock. It might be a little bit too dark for the exposure, but yeah, I wanted to cook a steak as well, but since the rain's coming up, the weather, I'll do that tomorrow afternoon before I pack up and go home. And yeah, so I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, part 3 of Flatlander. I'm just going to eat some snacks and some nibbly bits and desserts and whatever I have left. I've got a lot of sweet stuff which I'll eat for dinner, make coffee and so on. I'm just going to lie in the hammock and I am going to check my messages. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the next one. Thank you for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Guys, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I apologize for the darkness. It's because it set for myself, it exposed to myself out there. But yeah, interesting times tomorrow morning. Going home sad. I have to house it this weekend. Alone at Christmas, as I mostly am, but I'm fine with it. I'm used to it. I enjoy it actually. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Keep well. Bye bye. Alright, so sometimes things happen of which we have absolutely no control over, and I got a call last night which made me unfortunately to pack up at first light, so I have to go help people in need. It's always good to do good upon others who do good upon you. So unfortunately I didn't get on my third day adventure, and I didn't get to get my steak, taste the braai, whatever, but I'm sure a lot of opportunity will arise and I will get to that. So I'm heading home to go help people in need. But I hope you guys actually did enjoy this, and thank you for watching, guys. This was an interesting first episode, part 1 and 2 of the Flatlander series. And the hammock camping was actually not that bad. I slept actually quite nice on the first evening. I kept slipping down and I just tightened the ratchet on the hammock pretty much to its limit, which is not a good thing to do. I would recommend it, but it was higher, so you always need to put the end of your feet a little higher. It actually helped a lot, so I slept better. There were still 1 or 2 bugs that bothered last night, but that weather actually cleared up later, so I actually could have made fire and so on. But it is what it is. We cannot always control Mother Nature or what's going to happen, so we just need to make the best of it. But yeah, the hammock camping was quite nice. I will get into more detailed shots and things about that the next episodes. I really didn't plan this. I didn't know what would happen. I just made the best of it. And yeah, what an adventure. 2 days, 2 episodes. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments what you actually thought about this. This is something I haven't done before, and it's something that I would really get into and make the best of it. So yeah, back into town, back on my way home. Guys, keep well. By the time you see these videos, it probably would be Christmas. So I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and the best of a New Year. Remember, on the 31st, all the New Year's Eve at midnight, scream Jumanji! Let this freaking year end and all that's bad with it. All the best, guys. Thank you for watching. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.